ridiculous, or do we completely erode the trust that they have in us when they find out that it's not true? If you don't know me, I'm Michelle. I'm a neuroscientist. I've studied the brain for 20 years, and I give evidence-based parenting advice. Now, this is a really tricky one because the evidence doesn't exist. So there isn't good evidence that engaging in this particular narrative has any long-term consequences for children, and that's largely because it's not been really well studied. What has been studied is lying to children. So generally lying to children is not a good idea. It does erode trust, and it does lead to longer outcomes that are not really great, like increased lying in the child, which is no surprise because they learn from what is modeled by us. Now, the greatest argument for not engaging in this lie is that children, when they find out, feel very ashamed and very embarrassed, and a lot of children remember it into adulthood, and also foster mistrust in the parents, because suddenly it's like, if you could lie so elaborately, what else are you lying about? So what's the solution? I'm going to do right for your parenting. If you feel uncomfortable lying to a greater degree, then you can simply use it as an opportunity to engage in critical thought. So as your children, when they're younger, they're probably not going to be thinking loud about it, right? They have very fantastical thinking. It's part of growing up and your brain understanding how the world works. There's a lot of magical things that happen when you're a kid because you just don't understand how the world works. As your children get older and they start to question things, you can use that for critical thinking. You can ask them what they think or how they think things work. Say they ask you, how does Santa get to all the houses in time? You can use it as an opportunity to say, how do you think? Like, how would you be able to? Like, how much distance do you think he's covering? When is he starting? There's time zones. One of the arguments that I dislike is the idea that they find out and then there was no discussion after that. Like then your kids are like, hang on, how could you lie to me like this? Now I don't trust you in anything. Like, I don't believe that that's really how it works. And if that's how you find out and your parent hasn't dealt with it properly, then there's probably larger issues going on anyway, right? So when they find out, it's simply a case of talking to them and telling them why this is a magical thing, why we preserve this lie, because it's something that you enjoy as a child, that it's fantastical and magical. What people object to is the idea that you're using it as what some people object to is the idea of using it as a form of punishment or behavior monitoring. So the fact that Santa's watching you and the fact that you have to behave in a certain way, that can be separated from the magic of Santa. You can feasibly